Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a demon slash zombie kind of look to any kind of photo that you have. Something like I have here. I made this a couple days ago. I'm going to try to replicate it and show you guys, but yeah, here we go. Just follow along and I'll try to do the best I can. Alright. First, you just want to start with a picture, maybe, make a kind of scary face like I did here with myself. Yeah, so what you're going to do now is you're going to go to your background and you're going to duplicate it twice. I like to keep my background here just in case, like, hey, I need to go back to my original photo, and then these other two we're going to alter. Alright, you want to go to your top layer, and we're going to change that to multiply. So what multiply does is it's actually going to eliminate all the whites in our image and just leave just the blacks. And what we're going to do is go down here to mask, we're going to hold Alt, and we're going to click on that. And what it's actually going to do is going to create a mask that is on top of our image and is not destroying anything, it's just on top of our image. And what we're going to do is with white, it will erase the black and show what is underneath the black mask, and then black will then again hide what the image is showing. So we're going to take our white, we're going to take our white image, paint, and then we're going to paint in the areas that we want to shade, typically under the eyes and around the mouth area. And what you want to do is set your opacity to your brush about around 50%. So I'm just going to go in here, darken up my eyes, and kind of around the mouth region. Yeah, there we go. And so if you see right here where the mask is, it's actually painting, erasing where the black is, and showing you where it's being applied. So I'm just going to open up my brush a little bit and just kind of go around and darken some of these areas. Oh, a little too much there. Alright. Some in the hair, down the neck area. Alright, it's looking good so far. Now what we're going to do is we are going to get some textures, some cracks in the face, kind of break in part of the flesh. So we're going to go here to mini bridge, or if you just want to go to your documents or whatever and drag and drop an image, it's no problem. I just like to use bridge because it pulls up right here and it's just easier to see things. So we're going to upload this picture, or bring in this picture here, and just going to drag that down, and it's going to place it right on top of the image, and it's going to create a new layer. And close that out. And what I'm going to do is hit Command T, which enables me to transform it. I'm going to go to the edge and rotate this bad boy completely sideways. Alright, and then I'm just going to scale it up just a touch, just so it covers my entire face. Alright, and hit Enter. And what we're going to do now is hit Control-Shift-U, and we're going to desaturate. We're going to get rid of all the colors. It's going to leave the blacks and the whites. And then for our cracks here, we're going to multiply again. Once again, it is going to eliminate all the whites and it's just going to leave the blacks and dark tones in our image. And now what we're going to do is we're going to place another, this time just click on mask, it's just going to leave a white mask, and we're going to pick the color black, and black is going to hide our image, kind of like the eraser, and we're just going to erase away at some of the corners of our image, just so we have what we want. Zoom in here. Typically I like to remove from the mouth area and the eyes. Feel free to erase other areas that you don't want. Some of it can be distracting. I just like to typically leave the big cracks and erase some of these little ones because it seems a little excessive at times. Yeah. Blend some of that in a bit. And what I'm doing is just keeping it at 50% with my black and paintbrush, and I'm just painting in on the mask to erase some of these marks. Alright. Alright, that's looking pretty good now. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take our layer 1 and we are actually going to duplicate it again, and we are going to place it on top. It is going to be our top layer, and then we are going to multiply once more again, and it's going to darken the entire scene. Oops, sorry, kind of scrolled there a little bit. Alright, keep multiply, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the opacity and just bring it down just enough so we can see everything isn't completely black and just gone. Alright. Yeah, so around 43%, half, you know, usually is what I typically do. Alright. Now we got that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of my brush presets. I can show another video if you guys want to leave a comment or any kind of message for me to show you how to make brush presets, but they're really easy to do. So I'm just going to take this one. Alright. I'm going to make a new layer, make sure it's on the top, and I am going to place it with my black around the edges of my image to get that kind of like grungy feel, you know, like, oh, zombie. So I'm going to go to my brush preset. I'm going to change the angle of that to 180 degrees. I'm going to flip my brush around, and I'm going to apply it to the other side, like so. Got that kind of horror movie poster look on the background. Alright, now that we got that, I'm going to change the brush back to just a regular soft brush. Alright, now we got that. Everything's looking pretty good. And now what I'm going to apply is I'm going to go to a color lookup. And these are a bunch of filters that are going to be applied, and there's tons of them. Just whatever looks best to you, but honestly my personal favorite is the bleach bypass. It gives you that kind of, pops the whites and the darks, and it just gives you that kind of overall horror kind of look. Alright, after you do that, and then we're going to go again, hit this little like Pepsi looking icon once again, and we're going to apply a curve. I'm going to click twice. I'm going to just play around with these and try to get somewhere that looks good. And just play around. Alright. There. Yeah. Alright, so we got that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to open up MIDI Bridge again, scroll over, and I got a picture of some meat. God, I'm starving right now. Shouldn't be doing this, but whatever. Alright, so I'm going to pull that over. I'm going to drag this on top once again, and I'm going to put this around the chin area. And just minimize MIDI Bridge really quick. And once again, I am going to change this to multiply, and it's going to give it a dark kind of feeling. What you want to do is actually take this and put it under your two adjustment layers you just made earlier, your curves and your color lookup, just so it blends in with everything. And once again, we're going to go to mask, and we're going to hold Alt and click, and we're going to put a black mask over that. I'm going to switch over and go to our white paint, and we are going to paint in the areas where we find it suitable for kind of a fleshy, kind of deteriorating kind of look, like a meaty, nasty, grungy, teethy zombie. Yeah, you catch my drift. Zoom out. That's looking pretty good. And one more thing you probably would want to do is go back to your little Pepsi icon, dealio again, and we're going to go to hue and saturation. And you're going to want to bring saturation down just a little bit so it's not so human looking. You want to get that kind of like pale, like no soul ginger kind of look, you know. And you might want to change the hue if anything you want. You know, kind of a orangish greeny in between red or teal and blue. And there you have it. That's pretty much what I did for my last project. And if you guys want to leave any comments below, go ahead. You know, don't always be hesitant to ask me any questions. And take care, guys. You have a great day.